2020 Tantra, Crown Tantra, info in the description. After you get done watching this video, you should watch The Secrets of the Golden Flower. That video is also on my channel under the title, Breath Control is Life Control. But you can search for it for the original video. It's called The Secrets of the Golden Flower. It's well worth your time. It's about an hour and 40 minutes, I believe. I don't know. It's so timeless that I really have never looked at the time. It's worth every breath in the audio book. It's just worth it. So as far as the practice here, the jewels that I'm about to release now, or gems, whatever, whenever you're breathing and you push your tongue to the roof of the mouth, you're doing that because you have the bundle of glands there. Pituitary gland, pineal, hypothalamus, all right there at the roof of the mouth. When you push at the roof of the mouth, you're pushing on the pituitary, and that pushes on the rest of the bundle, and that stimulates it. Everybody's pretty much familiar with that scratching their throat noise. That's the similar pressure that you're applying at the roof of your mouth. That noise, that itch in your throat or itch in the roof of your mouth noise. When you push your tongue into the roof of your mouth and you make that similar pressure, then you can, but when you want to do it silently, everything is to be done silently, so then you can stay in parasympathetic nervous system. So as you practice it and you do it more silently, that pressure, then you can release, you can push, you can stimulate those glands so that they can release whatever they have to release, and then you can return to hormonal balance, because it's just the hormonal balance that is causing all the ills of the world. So it's all about that silent breath, because once you start to hear your breathing, you go into sympathetic nervous system. As soon as you hear the any of that, your heart it begins to become more panicked and more into, the blood is going more into the tissue rather than the organs and brain when you breathe like that. Because that's just, you have control over your nervous system. Your breathing controls your nervous system. That controls your blood pressure. That controls everything else. So it's breath control is life control. That controls the pressure inside, which controls your external pressures, which keeps you either at ease, life is easy, or diseased, where things aren't easy. So whenever you're done your breath sessions, or whenever you wake up in general, you got those fresh eyes to project your reality with, because your eyes are projectors. They're projecting light. They're bringing light into the matrix. So whenever you open your eyes, you want to open them and you want to look at the horizon. Get up, look at the horizon, look at natural light, get your eyes to the horizon. Before you look at that liquid crystal disrespect, the LCD screen, when you look at those liquid crystals, you're bringing all that light into the matrix, into the subconscious, to the grand subconscious, to pull more energy into that subconscious dream drama trauma that we're all living in right now. So the more that you breathe silently, the more that you'll be in touch with your heart. That's true contemplation. So then you'll get back to the root of all your thoughts and emotions, and then you'll be able to cry. You'll remember how to cry, and it'll be tears of joy once you remember the code. You've been locked out of your own emotions, so you forgot how to cry, you forgot how to open your first eye, your pineal gland, whatever. That's all the codes. You've been locked out. You just forgot the codes. You've been coded, like covered, instead of encoded. You don't remember the codes, but the more you breathe, the more that you stay centered and your heart stays within you. It's not out. It's not wandering. It's within you. It's at a calm pace within you, and you're not chasing. The heart isn't chasing. It's staying within the cage, metaphysically. So as you breathe, you're inhaling the mother, the dark matter, and that fills the voids. Then you exhale the daddy. You exhale the light. So you inhale the darkness and exhale the light. You inhale the darkness with your eyes closed. You charge the light, the darkness. Then you visually see things more and more. The more you breathe consciously, the more vivid your dreams become and your daydreams become. Everything becomes more vivid because seeing is living. Believe none of what you hear and half what you see. Believe auditory thoughts. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Visual thoughts, that's thinking. Auditory thoughts is more so processing in colonist language. So the more that you breathe, the more that you'll be compelled to share, and the more that you share, then you can get rid of that old data, the old daddy, the old concepts, and the old boundaries. You get rid of those, and you let the mother in, you let the dark matter in, the air, the breath, the ether, whatever. You let that in, and you'll want to express more. And the more that you do that, the more that life will show you that there's no separation. That the more that you express and share knowledge itself, the light, the more that it gets expressed to you and shared to you. So that's what this is all about. So it's more so about crying so that you can make more space in your anatomy for your ancestry, so that you can be a clean house for them to look through, so that you can share in your vicarious immortality and literal immortality forever. And once the body's clean of its back and forth, and once the breath is back to its still state, then you've cleaned the karmas. You're no longer yinning and yanging, so then you create from that conscious place, and you're creating something, or not something, consciousness is coming through you and being embodied, so that you can study yourself from the third person while also being in the first person. And that's just the process of self-realization, externally, internally, and alignment with creation. The more that you align with creation in different levels, the more that you can discern spirit from consciousness, if you can even separate. But you can see that the body is more so a channel rather than your identity. So that just comes with the breath. The more silent your breath is from breath to breath, the more glaring and obvious each step is in your life. And then it's just more at ease. There's no separation. There's nothing against you. And then since you know that you live in that karmic state, you're totally protected. So that's it. 2020 Tantra, Crown Tantra, info in the description.